Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is HayleeAnise here for another new video, and today I am doing a very special video. It is not a sponsorship or a collaboration. It's just the new Too Faced Born This Way foundation and concealer extension, and they partnered with Jackie AINA to extend the shades, and I have to applaud them because they did a pretty darn good job from what I can see here, folks. So anyways, that's what I've been doing today, or that's what is on my face today, the new Too Faced stuff. And it's just really, I don't know, it's like when she announced, Jackie, when she announced that she was collaborating with Too Faced to make more shades, I was like, it's just really a step in the right direction for the brand as a whole, because they heard people complaining about their shade selection and they did something about it. So Too Faced, I applaud you for that. So now if you can stop doing limited edition shit, that'll be the next step. Anyways, let me stop being annoying. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm just gonna be talking to you guys while I put on the products and just telling you guys my thoughts and doing wear tests. So I will actually probably be back with like an eye look and all of that during the wear test. I'm gonna be doing tutorials and stuff and then some other videos. So it's gonna be a long day, and some errands. So you guys and I'm gonna be eating. So you're gonna see this foundation and this concealer be put to the fucking test. And I have oily skin. Okay, let me talk about my skin then. I have oily skin. I will share with you guys my foundation shades and other brands. Like I'll share my Fenty Beauty one, just other shades I am in different foundations in comparison to this one. I'll put all those comparisons down below because I hate people do foundation reviews and they don't say what they are in other shades, and I have to go search through their whole like timeline to see what they are in other shades. It's just really annoying. So I'll be putting all my shade comparisons or matches down below for the foundation and the concealer, and I need to stop talking and just get right into the video. So let's go.
Fuck a beat, I was trying to beat a case, but I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race. Beat it up, where I nut shorty face. Eli Flash cracking foes like a...
Okay, so jumping right in, I'm going to prime with the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. I have actually really been liking this stuff, and I picked out, like when I was picking out stuff I wanted to use with these products, I was like, let me use like a primer I really like, and it just happened to be Too Faced. So I'm like, well damn. I feel like Too Faced has some bangers as like their OG line, like, you know, like their permanent line, but their limited edition stuff is like so annoying. But I love this primer. Fuck my brows, I just wiped them off. Just kidding, I didn't. I'd actually cry if I did. Nice and matte. Just for an extra layer of protection, you know, gotta double up sometimes. I am using the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Smoothing Powder. It says primed and poreless, so I use it as like a primer. You know how people do or set their primer? That's what I like using this for. So it's literally in my primer drawer just for priming. I don't use it on top of my foundation. It's not that there's anything wrong with it on top of foundation. I just prefer it underneath foundation because it does a really good job at like making sure my oils don't break through during the day. So I'm using a Real Techniques brush and I put it mainly on my T-zone because that's where I get the most oily. Now that we're nice and coked up, let's get into this motherfucking foundation, all right? So I use the shade Spiced Rum. That is my summer shade at the moment, and I will also leave other foundation shades I am in different brands because I hate people do foundation reviews and they say I'm this shade in this one that they're reviewing, but they don't say shades in other brands they are too, so it's hard for me to like gauge what I need to get. So I'll leave what I am in other companies' shades down below, but I am Spiced Rum in the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm using the Beauty Blender Sapphire Beauty Blender for putting it on my face. Why am I like not able to talk right now? Anyways, and I like putting it right in the Beauty Blender. Sometimes I put it right in my face, just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But I'm just gonna go around my whole face. This coverage is hella good. Like, look at that shit, boy. Wow, that was like what, 3 pumps? 3 pumps pretty much can do my whole face. If I were to like to spread it out more and not just put it right in the Beauty Blender, if I were to do like 1 pump, go around one side, other pump, go around the other side, that would have, I think, got my whole face. Gee, this pretty much just did get my whole face. Then after another pump just to like bring it down my neck, or kind of not even a pump, like yeah, pump. Okay, blends out really, really, really nicely. As you guys can see, no problems with patchiness or like no pounce marks. That's been a trend that foundation has been doing to me. When I try and like blend it in, it leaves like pounce marks from my beauty blender just like went on my face. And that isn't happening with this. Okay, so here it is, spiced rum. And I consider this my summer shade because it matches like, it kind of matches my neck, but it just mainly matches like my chest area, and I have my chest out a lot in the summertime because I'm a whore. And before I do concealer, I need to prime my lids with the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. Okay, and I'm using their new Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I tried their old concealer, the old Born This Way, and I really didn't like it. It made me look oily under my eyes. And I tried this. I really like this. I'm not even gonna lie. I really like this, y'all. So I am in the shade Chestnut, and again, I'll put other concealer shades I use in the description box down below. But for this, I am in the shade Chestnut. Actually, I might get another shade. One sec. So Chestnut is for sure my shade, but I also like going from, I like kind of mixing concealers. So this one is in the shade Butterscotch, and it is a shade lighter than Chestnut. And it just is kind of gonna brighten me more because I feel like being a bright ass bitch today. So let's just go into that. So this is Chestnut. And I used this like yesterday. I used actually like all these products yesterday, so I kind of have like a gist of how they are. But this concealer blends out really, really well. So you feel like you don't need a lot. Because yesterday I like went ham and I was like, fuck, like I can't like, it was gonna take a minute to blend out, and it's really pigmented, so kind of played myself, but now I know. See, look how much it blends. It's like blending out. I need to like bring it back in, bring it back in. Oh, it looks so freaking nice. And Chestnut has like a really, really nice yellow golden undertone, which I love with concealers because I like looking as bright as possible. So I actually really feel like I might not need Butterscotch. Butterscotch is a bit lighter. Actually, I'm gonna put them on my face so you guys can like see. This is how light Butterscotch is. So that's like my winter shade. But I think Chestnut's doing it pretty well for me. So I'm gonna go in with Chestnut under the eyes and then set it with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. You guys know this is my jam. So I'm just gonna be using that per usual. And again, like I said, a little goes a long way, so you really don't need a lot. Like, you really don't, because I feel like, well, this concealer is very liquidy, and so that's gonna make it blend out easier, and it's also pigmented, so that's gonna like be a lot of coverage, so you really only need like this much, and then if you put it on your eyelid, you're probably gonna need like a little bit more for that. Then I'm gonna put some, actually I'm gonna put Chestnut, the lighter shade. I'm gonna put that on my lid. I'm gonna be doing some eyeshadow, so going a bit lighter helps the colors pop more. And this is the shade Chestnut up here. Now I'm gonna set it. And I also set pretty much wherever I highlighted and my smile lines because it helps it not crease throughout the day. I love this fat ass zit that just loves popping up on my chin here and there. I love when I have guests on my face. And since I have oily skin, that's why I set the living shit out of my face, as you guys can tell, because my oils be popping. Okay, and now to set my whole face, I am using the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, and I use the shade 18.5 Deep Olive, and I'm using that on a Sigma Powder F10 brush. And as you can see, I kind of just go on the perimeter of my face. I just kind of go anywhere I didn't really set with powder. So I don't really like go over my whole face. I kind of go around the edges. All right, so that's it for the face stuff. I'm now gonna read off some of the claims this foundation and concealer have. So for the foundation, it claims that it is infused with coconut water to aid in delicately replenishing skin's moisture levels. It has alpine rose to help brighten and boost skin's radiance, hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance, and this oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Coverage so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant, they'll think you're born this way. Actually, I want to zoom you guys in so you guys can see how it looks while I'm reading. So here you are all zoomed in. And here's a tip that they say. For I woke up like this, perfection, apply from center of the face outward and blend. Oop, I didn't do that. Build the full coverage by layering as needed. Like I said, I really only needed 3 pumps to do my whole face, so that's that. 100% said this foundation blurred their imperfections. I will definitely have to agree, minus this zip, but you can't really blur out texture. 98 said this foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect. I think I look pretty damn good actually. With just like this stuff on, I wouldn't say perfect. I don't like the word perfect a lot, but I look pretty fucking good. 97% said this foundation provided natural coverage. I will have to agree because if you were to use less than 3 pumps, I feel like 3 pumps for me, this is like pretty full coverage, and you can definitely go more if you need to, but you can also use like 1 or 2 pumps, and that'll be like perfect if you're just able to blend it out throughout your whole face. That would definitely give you like a more skin-like finish. And that's that for the foundation. Now for the concealer, it says it is infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture level, alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance and promote elasticity, hyaluronic acid for a more youthful looking appearance, pretty much everything the foundation stated. And it says it is a hydrating, long-wearing, photo-friendly, non-comedogenic concealer. This concealer, from using it yesterday, oh my god, yesterday it was very, very nice. It didn't crease at all for me, and it was just really, it just worked really, really well. So I will say it is photo friendly and pretty long wearing. Hydrating, maybe if you use it on its own it will be hydrating, but since I have oily skin, of course I set the shit out of my face, so I can't really see if it's gonna be hydrated because I don't want to look like I have like hydrated under eyes because I was a little greasy. And cover, contour, highlight, and retouch with this super perfecting natural finish concealer / makeup hybrid. The ultimate multi-use formula for a modern and hydrated photo-ready complexion. Fully loaded pigments provide maximum coverage, I would have to agree, with an undetectable finish. That's kind of a reach whenever people say undetectable finish, because you can fucking tell you're wearing makeup. And for a look so flawless, they'll think you're born this way. So I'll definitely have to agree with the claims on the foundation and the concealer. They are both skin-like. I can see where they can be skin-like, but I like full coverage, so you can definitely build it up from the skin-like finish to the full coverage finish if you would like that, and that's what I want, so that's what I did. So I think all the claims were pretty spot on. Again, I don't really like to use the word perfect because I feel like that's just kind of a weird word to use, but anyways, I'm gonna be doing some check-in test or some check-ins for this test. It is 11:48 right now, so I'll just go on and say it is 12 o'clock. I'll be back at like 4 o'clock and then at 8 o'clock, and if I'm still doing it, then maybe 10 o'clock, but 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, I will definitely be back to tell you guys my thoughts. So I will see you guys then. Okay guys, it is now pretty much 4 o'clock. It is 3:48, and that's weird because I did my makeup at like, I said it was like 12:48, so it's been exactly 3 hours, 4 hours, I can't do math. Anyways, it's been a good little minute. So I already saw my face. I didn't blot or put any powder on top or anything like that. I've just been letting it marinate on my face, and I am getting oily in my T-zone, but not anything where I actually would want to take this foundation off. I don't look like a greasy mess. It just looks like I'm a bit dewy, or I've had this makeup on for like a little amount of time. And I went out to eat, and I have, barely any smile lines. That's really good. I have barely any smile lines, which is amazing. My eyes have not creased. That's great. Forehead is a tiny bit dewy, but not like oily, you know. The only thing is, like I said, my T-zone is only a little bit oily. Chin can be a little bit oily, but again, I did go out to eat, so I feel like food may have gone, I don't know, something may have happened there, so it might be my fault. But like my cheeks, this area still looks like, if I go to the side, like this side profile still looks really, really nice. So that's nice. It's literally just like straight on, and look at myself in the viewfinder. Like, I look okay. Like, let me zoom y'all in real quick. Let me get y'all real close so you guys can see. As you can see, there's the shine that I'm talking about, especially right in here. That's when I can tell when I'm getting a little oily, when it's near my nose, it's getting a little shiny up in there. But other than that, that's the only thing. Like, makeup still looks good. When I come back, my lashes might be off, but my makeup might still be on, because this one is like cooking my inner corner for some reason. But that is my 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 hour update. I can't do math now. I feel like my brain's working right now because I was in the sun for like 10 minutes, literally just sitting there and having the sun hit me, and it felt so good. So that might be a reason why I'm oily, because I was just marinating in the sun. I wasn't even trying to tan. I just like being in the sun and just sitting there in the heat. So anyways, that is that. I will be back in another few hours at 8 o'clock for the other 3 or 4. Oh, no. I can't do math. I don't know, for however many hours it'll be. I put like a little time stamp thingy for the times I have, and it's 8 hours, okay? I'm gonna be done at 8 o'clock, and it'll be 8-hour wear test. I'm just giving you a little check in the middle, okay? Okay. Anyways, see you guys at 8. All right, kiddos, I am back for hour 8 of this Too Faced Born This Way foundation check-in, wear test, blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, I look oily as a bitch. But this foundation does say it's like moisturizing and shit, so I wasn't expecting it to like be matte. So I zoomed you guys in so you could see my forehead definitely got more greasy. You guys can just see the T-zone and chin. I look like a tin man just from being so glossy. Like, I look disgusting. But the thing is, I wouldn't do this throughout the day. I blot and powder myself throughout the day. So I kind of just let myself marinate, but in reality, I really wouldn't just let myself get this bad because I'd be powdering. So here it is. My cheeks are always, ooh, I'm breaking out a little bit. That formed throughout the day. We'll have to see how that goes. But as you can see, my cheeks look still like pretty good. It's literally just the center of my face that looks like an oily fucking mess. All right. That looks, as you can see, my lashes are off too because I was like, no, getting greasy. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys out and then do some swatches on my arms of the shades they sent me. Okay, so I didn't really see this earlier, but Trend Mood released like this little chart thing that shows the top is the foundation shades and the bottom is the concealer shades and how dark they go. So they didn't send me like the whole collection. A representative reached out to me and sent me just certain shades that she thought would look best. And I'm gonna do swatches right here in shades the lightest to darkest. So my shade right here is Spiced Rum, right there. I'll be blending these in afterwards. And then we have Hazelnut, boom. And then I gotta open them up, I guess. That would be really fucking nice. And then we have Cocoa. These are gonna be the worst swatches in the history of ever, but I just want you guys to like get like a gist of not even how dark they go, because I don't even have the darkest shade, but how dark they can be, because I saw some shit being said and I was like, let me just show y'all out and shut y'all the fuck up, because they did a pretty good job on expanding the shade range. So this last one is Sable. So let me zoom you guys in. So this is my shade. This is Spiced Rum. Then right here we have Hazelnut, and here we have Cocoa, and then the last one we have is Sable. So those are just the shades they sent me. These aren't even all of the shades they have in this collection. These are just 4 of like the more deeper shades. So Spiced Rum, which is more golden like me. Hazelnut, I was gonna use Hazelnut. I thought I was gonna be like match Hazelnut, but it's too much of a red undertone. And then Cocoa is definitely deep with very rich golden undertones. And Cocoa definitely has earthy, it's kind of I think neutral. I think Cocoa is definitely a neutral shade, but here they all are swatch. They look really, really nice, but I definitely know if I want to get this foundation in the winter time, I'm gonna need to buy a shade lighter than Spiced Rum, because Spiced Rum just matches my summer shade. But I feel like if they were to send me like lighter shades, if they were to have send me lighter shades, those would have definitely matched. And for the concealers they sent me, it's like I said, I didn't get the whole collection. They just sent me shades that they thought would match me, but it goes from this one, the lightest one they sent me. The lightest one they sent me was Butterscotch. Next would be Mocha and Maple. Those two I do not have. Chestnut is my shade. Mahogany they did not send me. And Toffee and Cocoa are the two darkest ones, and they sent me those. But based on this picture, Mahogany looks a bit darker than Toffee, so anyways, we'll have to see. But now time for swatches. This should be easier. I love this applicator, I must admit, but right here is Butterscotch. That's the one, the lightest one they sent me. And then we have Chestnut, which is my shade. Got that bad boy right here. Butterscotch definitely has golden undertones as well as Chestnut, because honestly, I don't like concealers with neutral or cool undertones. I think that's pointless, because you want to, for me at least, I want to brighten my under eyes, not make them look cool toned or neutral, because that kind of does the opposite effect of golden undertones. Okay, and then this one right here is Toffee, the second darkest. Let me just boop. And Toffee is literally like my skin tone. Like you guys can see, like it literally is exactly my skin tone, Toffee. So I'll use that as a foundation, but anyways, and the darkest shade in their concealer is Cocoa. And this right here is her. So Cocoa is right there. I would say all of them have pretty golden undertones. Cocoa may have more neutral-ish, but they definitely all have golden undertones. So here they all are. Like I said, I can't really see. Butterscotch, Chestnut, Toffee, and Cocoa. So these are the shades they sent me. Toffee is second darkest, Cocoa is the darkest. So there you have those right there. Okay, so like I said before, this is me after 8 hours, definitely looking greasy. I don't feel greasy, which is weird, but I look greasy, but I don't feel any oils on my face. So don't know what that's about, but in conclusion, if you have oily skin and you're trying to wear this foundation, set the absolute fuck out of your face, because you don't want to end up like this at the end of the day. After 8 hours, you don't want to look like a greasy mess. So I recommend setting your face if you're really interested in trying this foundation out. The concealer held up really well. My under eyes don't look oily at all. So I'm probably going to try this concealer out with a different foundation that's like more matte, so I can just see it not next to my oily skin. But overall, I love the concealer. The shade that I chose, Chestnut, that shade is beautiful on me, and it is perfect for people my complexion or similar to my complexion, and it just looks really fucking nice. And with the foundation, like I said, if you have oily skin, you gotta set it, or you're gonna look like oily like this. But just I want to talk about kind of Too Faced as a whole now, and how they partner with Jackie Aina. I am very, very, very happy they did that, because I feel like I said before, it's a step in the right direction, and it looks like, or it seems like, they actually care about people's feedback and want to do things that change it, so they're not like how they were in the past they don't want to be a Tarte. That's pretty much what they're trying to do. They are not trying to be a Tarte and be just ignorant of dark skinned people. So I definitely appreciate them making or extending this foundation, because when it first came out, I really, really wanted it, but I couldn't find my right shade, and I was like, okay, you know what, fuck it. And like I said, I tried the concealer, but I didn't like the concealer. This new concealer I really, really like, and I can say I really, really like it because I used it yesterday. So this isn't just like a first impressions. I used it yesterday and I still liked it then. Okay, well, after all of that, I hope you guys really found this video useful and helpful, and I hope you guys have the same mindset as me with like kind of forgiving brands. I know people just love canceling people and being like, I'm never gonna but they end up always buying from them again. So I don't want to be like that. I kind of want to keep an open mind, especially when it comes to something as simple as makeup. I'm not gonna hold a grudge for some fucking makeup. That's just ridiculous to me. So I hope you guys can really just open your arms up and try something new, especially because it's in collaboration or in partnership with a huge woman of color, black woman, I'm not even gonna say woman of color, a black woman did this for us. So I'm just really trying to support, and even though the foundation didn't work for my skin type, I can still see people with oil or people with dry skin enjoying it, and people now of pretty much all shades enjoying it now that they've extended their shade range. So let me stop rambling, because I feel like I always end up rambling at the end of my fucking videos. Okay, anyways, that is the end of this video. Hope you guys really enjoyed it and found it helpful. Comment down below if you guys plan on picking up the concealer or the foundation. I actually just saw on Tremu they're also releasing more shades of their ethereal setting powder. I used to love it, then I started hating it. So I don't know what, I think I might pick up one of the new shades. I think there's like a banana one and a dark one. I might pick up one of those and like do another probably wear test with that, with like all this plus the powder. Ooh, that might be good. Okay, again, rambling. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. Dislike, I really don't give a fuck. But that is it for today, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.